What's in a name?
My family and friends call me Isaac. Sometimes my mom would call me
Isaac!
a mixture of my brother and my names. My acquaintances call me Isaac. I sign my name Isaac Anderson. The bank and 1990s Matrix fans call me Mr. Anderson. And the U.S. government calls me a string of 9 digits. All over campus, we see names that represent people of 2 types. People to whom Rice gave checks, and people who gave Rice checks. Eventually, someone took the time to paint, engrave, print, cast, or machine all of these names. And most importantly, these people took the time to be alive. As part of my attention activity, I took the time to go on an overlooked item scavenger hunt. The idea is to try to look for every unique, memorialized, and honored name at Rice and remember them one more time. Well, maybe not everyone, but as many as I can see during this walk. I want to thank them for their collective effort in making this university brick by brick and name by name.
John and Anne Grove. John W. Mueller, Anne Dahlia Mullen. It's a grove. Let's walk through the grove. Jennifer Harding, Alumni Relations. Bethany College honors its distinguished graduate, Edgar Odell Lovett, 1871 to 1957.
As I walk, I'm trying to resist the urge to tell stories while I read these names. I like stories. I like telling myself stories. I like sorting out people's motivations and lives in a few glances at their time of service, area of expertise, or their choice of tree. But I feel like telling stories would steal payment for my intention, and I'm not going to give away my precious present thoughts to the narrative bias.
Dedicated to Thomas Tannehill, Environmental Health and Safety, employed 1991, retired 2014, Live Oak. Dedicated to Marina Gamez, Residential Colleges, employed 1990, retired 2013, Live Oak. Dedicated to Josefina Camarillo, Facilities Engineering and Planning, employed 1983, retired 2014, Live Oak. Lecture Hall. I wonder who that guy was. Ceiling made possible by the generosity of Steve and Sue Sharper. That's pretty impressive ceiling.
Walking down the sidewalk, I typically pass the time with a quick glance at my phone. It's a magic rectangle with all the answers. I summon the genie inside, and it entertains me when I'm bored. It tells me about the weather. It lets me see and speak to my favorite people. It tells me about future events. It teaches me things I never knew I never knew. It tracks my health and history, and sometimes I simply ask it to keep my thoughts when my mind is full. Isaac put down the phone and noticed the names.
The following donors have given generously to this facility: Mr. and Mrs. John L. Cox, Anne and Charles W. Duncan, Jr.
Pay attention. But it's difficult to pay attention. It comes at a cost. I give up time with my magic genie. I give up the thoughts of the future. I give up the random stories that I tell myself to make the world seem right. I really enjoyed this walk, and I learned something. New information can only come from paying attention. and experience can only come from understanding that information.